In this video, we are going to talk about top 5 James Bond cars. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for the future updates. A new Bond film is about to release and, well, is there a better excuse to take a look at the best James Bond cars ever? When it comes to cars, James Bond has certainly driven his fair share of incredible models over the decades. From the humble Sunbeam Alpine in Dr. No through to the beautiful Aston Martin DB5 in Skyfall, Bond movies have always gifted our screens with some sensational vehicles. To celebrate the release of No Time to Die, we have put together our list of the top 5 James Bond cars of all time. Well, that's exactly what you're here for. Watch on to see if you agree, or if the release of No Time to Die really changes this. Here's a list of top 5 James Bond cars. Let's start. Number 5. Lotus Esprit, the Spy Who Loved Me. James Bond may be best known for his love of Aston Martins, and you'll find plenty of them on this list. But the coolest car he ever drove came from another British sports car manufacturer, Lotus. The Lotus Esprit in The Spy Who Loved Me blows every other Bond out of the water. Perhaps quite literally, being able to turn into a submarine and whatnot. Best Sports Cars 2021. And Elon Musk now owns the exact car from the film. Whether or not that makes it cooler is up to you. Number 4. Aston Martin DB5 Goldfinger. Although it places as runner-up on this list, the Aston Martin DB5 from Goldfinger is probably the most iconic of all of James Bond's cars. Without doubt the most famous Bond car, the Aston Martin BD5 has been more synonymous with the 007 franchise than any other car. Starting with Goldfinger, this luxury GT has featured in 7 Bond movies in total so far. It almost always comes decked out with weaponry and gadgetry, including hidden guns, rotating plates, and ejector seats. Not only was it the first Bond Aston Martin, but probably the most gadget-laden too. Take the revolving license plate for example, or the machine guns hidden behind the front indicators. There's even an ejector seat. You can even buy one if you want. Aston Martin is currently working on a continuation run of replica cars of the original Goldfinger DB5. You will probably need to be James Bond levels of rich as well, mind. Number 3. Toyota 2000 GT Convertible. You only live twice. The Toyota 2000 GT was cool well before it became a Bond car, but the spy film series found a rather unique place in the Japanese sports cars history originally. The 2000 GT in You Only Live Twice was set to be a hard-top, only then Bond Sean Connery was too tall to fit in it. Thus, a one-off convertible was produced to accommodate, and, perhaps upsettingly, it never made production. Number 2. BMW Z8. The world is not enough. BMWs made a handful of appearances in Bond films in the 90s, but most memorable was the BMW Z8 of The World Is Not Enough. This sleek-looking convertible was appropriately equipped with titanium armor, remote driving capabilities, and even surface-to-air missiles. It met an untimely end at the hands of a circular saw though, cutting it in half. Number 1. Aston Martin DB10 Spectre. Aston Martins have become so synonymous with James Bond that there's even been a whole model made just for the film. Just 10 examples of the Aston Martin DB10 ever saw the light of day, with 8 of those used as film cars. Bond's version, well, the one he stole in Spectre, was equipped with flamethrowers, a rear machine gun, and a head-up display. You'll only find one of those things on any road-going Aston Martin at the moment. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.